Woodshed, somebody had asked about chords. I mean, I'm not really a chord expert at all. Actually, I probably only know about 3 or 4. Maybe that's why my playing is the way it is. I'm gonna show you a couple of key things you can do when playing rhythm with the few chords that you have, like you saw in the intro, that really help kind of fill in instead of just that plain vanilla. Start right at the beginning with T-Bone Walker, that great. So if we're playing in the key of B and I'm tuned to E flat, take your index finger, and you want to go on the 6th fret of the A string. You want to take your middle finger and put it on the 6th fret of the G string. You want to take your ring finger and put it on the 7th fret of the D string. And you want to take your pinky and put it on the 7th fret of the B string. Now you notice we're not playing on the root here, but we're right there. We can do something cool like that. Look at this thing that is kind of cool. You're playing like an inside, I believe it's a 6th. If not, somebody can correct me and I will not be upset. But just slide. Now the 4 chord, right? You got your 1, your 4, your 5. That's a major chord, kind of played in the Hendrix style. Wouldn't really use that in a straight blues, maybe if you were vamping along, but I wouldn't. Kind of doesn't really work in that context. Approach the 1 with that T-Bone Walker style chord. The great thing about that chord too is you can slide in a half step and out a half step. And then I will back that right up when we play the 4 chord, which we're going to play a 9th chord. Taking the 9th chord now, when you go to the 4, you want to take your middle finger and go to the 8th fret of the A string. Then you want to take your ring finger and go to the 7th fret of the D string. And you want to take that middle finger there and kind of just sandwich it right on. So we have the 1. When I'm playing that T-Bone Walker style is I'm taking these 3 notes that are left with my index finger removed, just sliding them. And when I'm playing over the 4, you really can play 2 string. Sounds better with just the 2. Then when you go to the 5, that stuff going on in Jimi Hendrix's Red House. He's all over those. You can hear Stevie do it in whatever that one is, Empty Arms, I believe. It's all over the place, and everybody does it. It's not just a Jimmy and Stevie thing. This is Forever Blues. You just it's done everywhere, and it's so useful and it's impactful because instead of just being kind of you can kind of bump. So there's many ways to approach it, and all I'm doing there is just accentuating each note. Something that I use to just fill in the blanks and kind of fill in that dead space. It wouldn't necessarily work in a shuffle, you know. You know, it doesn't really work there. I mean, with the 9. So your 9s will really work, like the 9th chord. That's a little something that you guys can throw in there. It's not all about the solo. It's not all about, you know, shredding out. Sometimes it's about, you know, knowing your spot, knowing your position. Guys like Jimmy Vaughn, guys like Ronnie Earl, Duke Robillard, just amazing, amazing accompaniment. And, you know, their ability to say so much in the rhythm, with saying the least, is, you know, I don't know, maybe it's a lost art in a way, but it's just one of those things that those guys did in spades. And I hope you guys can apply this to your playing, man. I was just having some fun, and, you know, I was kind of having a down day, and I figured I'd give you guys something. So, yep, there you go. There's a little chord vamping, you know. So, I like the T-bone chord, and you'll hear me do that a lot. Jimmy Vaughn, Wait on Time. It's just one of those classic things. And like I said, Stevie Hendrix's Red House. So I was able to catch like a lineage of that thing coming through, and I said, well, this is a must-have because everybody's doing it. So now I passed it along to some of you guys that may not know it. A lot of you probably do. You guys are great players, but it's just something you can use with your chords to kind of make it sound bigger. You know, when you get to the 9, you can even do, when you go to the 1, you can just do 2 strings and kind of pinch them like a. So right there, I would just be pinching the B string and the D string. Then when you go to the 4, then now I'm pinching the E and the G. So first it's the B and the D, and then when you go to the 4 or the 5, pinch the high E and the G.